Have you ever wondered what lies behind the Adobe logo, that name ubiquitous in the world of design and creativity? It's not just a software company. It's a story of innovation, friendship, and an ambition that transformed the way we interact with technology. Let's go back to 1982. The world was analog, creativity was expressed on paper, and the idea of manipulating images digitally seemed like science fiction. But at Xerox PARC, a revolutionary ideas laboratory, two brilliant minds, John Warnock and Charles Geschke, were about to change everything. Warnock, a brilliant mathematician, and Geschke, a computer science expert, shared a vision to create a language that would allow documents to be printed accurately, regardless of the device. A simple idea, but with enormous potential. Xerox, however, did not see the potential. Bureaucracy and corporate myopia stifled the project. But Warnock and Geschke did not give up. They decided to bet everything and found their own company. In December 1982, Adobe Systems was born. The name, a tribute to Adobe Creek, the stream that ran behind Warnock's house. A humble beginning, but full of dreams. The early years were tough. Competition was fierce, and convincing companies to adopt their PostScript language was not easy. But Warnock and Geschke were persistent. They believed in their product, and little by little, printers and designers began to notice the difference. PostScript offered a quality and flexibility never seen before. The decisive moment came in 1985. Apple, Steve Jobs' company, adopted PostScript for its LaserWriter printer. It was a master stroke. The LaserWriter, combined with Adobe's software, revolutionized the publishing industry. Desktop publishing was born, and the printing world was never the same again. But Adobe didn't stop there. In 1987, they launched Illustrator, a vector design software that soon became an industry standard. And then, in 1990, came the product that would define Adobe forever: Photoshop. Photoshop was not just an image editing program. It was a tool that allowed artists and designers to unleash their creativity in unimaginable ways. Retouching photographs, creating complex compositions, designing interfaces, the possibilities were endless. Photoshop's success was meteoric. It became synonymous with image editing, a verb in itself. Photoshopping a photo was synonymous with improving it, transforming it. Adobe continued to innovate. Acrobat, PDF, Flash. Each new product consolidated its position as a leader in the world of creative software. But it wasn't all a bed of roses. In the early 2010s, Adobe faced a crucial challenge: the transition to the subscription model. Abandoning perpetual licenses and betting on a monthly payment for the use of the software was not an easy decision. Many users resisted the change, but Adobe persevered. Today, Creative Cloud, Adobe's subscription platform, is a resounding success. And this is where the myths and legends come in. Did you know that Photoshop was almost called Image Pro? Or that the first image retouched with Photoshop was a photo of one of the founder's wives? But there is a myth that resonates strongly in the creative community: the supposed Adobe curse. Some believe that the company has a secret policy to make life difficult for designers, forcing them to constantly update their programs and learn new functions. Simple coincidence, or a Machiavellian strategy to maintain market dominance? The truth, as is often the case, probably lies somewhere in between. Constant innovation implies changes, and adapting to those changes can be a challenge. Today, Adobe is much more than Photoshop. It is a global company with a presence on almost every device, from computers to smartphones. Its products are used by millions of people around the world, from artists and designers to photographers and filmmakers. Adobe has democratized creativity, putting powerful tools within everyone's reach. But at its core, Adobe remains the story of two friends who had an idea and pursued it against all odds. A story of innovation, perseverance, and a vision that transformed the digital world. Because sometimes, behind a simple logo, there is a whole story that few know. And now you are part of it. Did you like this story? Subscribe to the channel and don't miss our next brand stories. And leave us in the comments which brand you would like us to analyze in the next video.